As expected today, Ray Rice of the Baltimore Ravens held a press conference where he talked about his wife, the Angel.
One thing that I wanted to do today was, apologize to my wife, who I've known since high school. I've known her since a kid. I met her in high school, and she's the same girl now that she is. Great mother, and she's a great wife, and she supports me, throughout. And, when the time is right, and I say that because you got to fix yourself before you can go out there and help others. And when the time's right, me and my wife, we want to go out there and help people, anybody, violence of any kind, especially man on woman, is just not right. It's not right, shouldn't be tolerated. It's not right for society, no matter what. That's something I'll stand by, and I have to pay for that. But me and my wife, when the time is right, we will go out there and help as many people as we can to go out there and speak out against domestic violence, because it's something that shouldn't be. It's just totally inexcusable. And I'm here today to tell you that, I made the biggest mistake of my life. Me. She can do no wrong. She's an angel.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did somebody get that? Get that. Cut that off for me. Thank you. Sorry, folks. That was my bullshit meter going off. Thing was on full tilt. First of all, Ray Rice. Can I call you Ray Mail? Bruh, I know you have to say what you have to say in order to keep a job. I get it. But don't expect me to sit up here and lie to the people just because you have to. I'm going to keep it real for the people. First of all, let's let it be known. In Baltimore, Ray Rice is more popular than ever. He had a dismal year last year, and now they want bigger things out of him. And the reaction of most Baltimore Ravens fans after hearing the news that he got into this altercation with his wife was to go out and buy more of his jerseys. They gave him a standing ovation when they saw him up there in Owings Mill, or wherever their training camp is. So he's now taking a hit in the popularity department in Baltimore. Purple, purple, purple. All right. So look, that's the one thing. The other thing is this. Reasonable people know. And when I say reasonable, I'm not talking about feminazis, man haters, or black man destroyers. Not talking about them. Reasonable people know that Janay, his fiance, started that fight in that elevator. There is no reason for you to think otherwise if you have brains. Look, the police department there in Atlantic City said they were equally responsible and that Ray did not strike first. Ray Rice's lawyer, Michael Diamondstein, he went on record. He went on ESPN radio back on May 24th, and he said, hypothetically, what if Ray Rice did not strike first, was hit repeatedly, struck back one time, causing the injury or causing the damage? What if that's what happened? And that is what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Does that make him right or wrong? Or does that mitigate things? See, that's the reason why you have only the 2-day suspension. That's the reason for it. Because he acted wrongly, right? He overreacted to the threat. And it's a publicity thing. It tarnishes the image of the NFL. Now, this is why I have an attitude with Ray. Other than the fact that, I don't like that voice he put on for the cameras. I hate that. He's almost 30 years old. He's talking like he's 15. He wants to appear to be meek and all of that, and I just can't stand it. It's the emasculation of a man is just pathetic. And we do it all the time to cover our ass because we're scared of the women folk. His wife caused this situation. She cost them money, and she hurt his image. And to reward her, he marries her. Which brings me to my next point. Why is it that the person who started this whole thing, Janay Rice, Why is it she's the only person who has not received repercussions from it? Oh, come on. Reid's got 2 games suspension, 3 games without 3 pay games, or he lost pay for 3 games, 1 for last year, 2 for this year, plus the 2-game suspension. Stephen A. Smith is suspended for a week, and he wasn't even in Atlantic City. He wasn't even in the elevator, and he hit no one. Everybody else is suffering except Janay. And then to make matters worse, Janay Rice goes here in the press conference, and he takes all blame and absolves his wife of any wrongdoing and calls her an angel. Come on, Ray. Now, I'm not saying you owe us a responsibility as a man to stand up there and be a man about your shit and tell the truth. I'm not saying that because there are a lot of men who cower, who kowtow to women. It's what we do in popular culture. We don't want to tell the truth. That's why I got a lot of people that view me, because they want the truth, but that's not what we give you in the mainstream media, and they just pile on and beat up and just, but that's another story. My thing is this, Ray, if she was an angel or is an angel, then you deserve more than 2 days, don't you? If she's such an innocent little butterfly, then you are an evil King Kong-ass Negro. Now, I'm questioning my original assessment, which was you deserved nothing, or the 2 days was fine. Now I feel like you deserve nothing. If you want to get up here and say that she has no culpability in this whole action, you want to say she's an angel, no blame whatsoever could ever be placed upon her shoulders, when she's the one who hit you first and repeatedly hit you. Now, I will admit, you should have grabbed her arms. You know what we have to do when women go psycho, because they can't control themselves, which I think really, in my opinion, is a slight to women, suggesting that women are unable to control their emotional outbursts. But that's not the way the feminazis look at this thing. But it makes sense to me. You're saying that women are incapable of maintaining calm, that they have to speak with their hands, and it's up to men who are somehow better or more in control to be in control and not allow the situation to escalate. I don't know why that's not seen as offensive if we're both equal. We're all equal. You know, as much as I want to beat up on Ray, it's kind of hard because I realize a lot of men do what he does. They try to placate the unplacatable. You know, the feminazis and the man killers and the black man destroyers. When they get together and form Voltron on your ass, there's no placating them. Oh, you can try. You can try, but you can't. Man, they're the most unreasonable people on the planet. They cannot be reasoned with. They cannot be talked to. They cannot be soothed. They cannot be calmed down. They can't be hushed. And they cannot be asked to have a seat. They're going to have their say. And they're going to be right even when they're wrong. And the only way that you can calm them is to put a ring on it, which is what he did. And that's usually what men do. But what bosses do is they know the difference between trying to reason with them and getting away from them. But I guess he had to make a judgment call. I don't know how many men are in his life to tell him that maybe, just maybe, this woman has an issue. You know, all women know that men have buttons. And if you have someone that you're with who pushes that button, that woman is dangerous for you. It's okay, Ray. A lot of men have fallen for it. A lot of men have made that mistake. Let's just hope you learn. Because if the shoe was reversed, if it was on the other foot, I wonder if she'd be out there saying it was all her fault and that you are an angel. Just something to think about. I'm Tim Black. This is Tim's Take Live. I've seen a lot of things, but I've never seen a woman come out and take blame for a fight with her man when he's the one who hit her first. They call that chivalry when we do it. When women do it, it's like seeing Bigfoot, because it ain't gonna happen.